All right, today's class is going to be a flow, so we'll start standing in samastitihi. And you can circle out your wrists, find your balance in your feet. And we'll take a few movements, starting with the arms. Circle the left arm up, around, back, and down. And we'll do that on the right side. Inhale, circle the right arm up, around, back, behind, and down. And then inhale, circle both arms up, bend your knees, straighten your legs out, stretch up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bend your knees, circle your arms, reach your arms up, lift your heels this time. And stretch your legs up, keep those heels lifted, lift your hands, circle the arms around, back down, bend those knees, keep those heels lifted. Inhale, reach your arms. Sit deep and then press the legs to straight. Keep those heels lifted. Exhale, circle your arms, bend your knees, lift those heels. Inhale, circle your arms forward and up. Keep those heels lifted. Exhale, forward, bend, and straighten your legs and lower your heels. Inhale here, bend your knees, lift your head, look forward. And exhale, forward, bend, straighten your legs. And again, bend your knees. Inhale, lift your gaze, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward, bend, straighten your legs, bow in. Inhale, bend your knees. Reach up with your arms, lift those heels. Fierce pose, go slow. It's a little wobbly, so don't fling those arms up there. Be nice and chill in this movement. Forward bend, heels down, exhale. All right. Inhale, lift halfway. Step your left leg back, exhale. Left hand stays on the floor. Take the right arm up, inhale, and exhale. Thread the right arm through your right leg and your left arm and twist open in a triangle shape. Rebend your right knee and sweep the right arm back up again and back, exhale. Circle it forward. And then straighten that right leg and thread the right arm through to the floor, twisting open in a bit of a twisty triangle. Release that twist, bend the right knee, arm up, inhale, exhale, stretch it back, circle it down and forward. And then as you exhale, straighten the right leg, thread it through, and twist open using your hands. I'm going to lift my right heel here, or right toes rather. It just feels good to get that calf stretch. Lower your left knee down now, and then inhale, come out from under that triangle and reach your arms up. Hands down to the floor. Step back into downward facing dog, bend your knees. So hover those knees, pounce forward plank pose to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, roll over your toes, pounce back downward facing dog, using the knee bend to provide buoyancy and softness in the movement. Look forward, step or hop forward, Uttanasana, exhale, fold in. Bend your knees, reach your arms, lift your heels. Inhale, fierce pose with your heels off the floor. Exhale, forward bend, straighten your legs as your heels move back down to the floor. Half lift, inhale, right leg back. Lunge, runner's twist, right hand on the floor, left arm up. Stretch up nice and tall, inhale. Exhale, straighten your left leg and thread your shoulder and left arm through the inside of your left leg and your right arm. Bend your left knee, sweep that left arm back up, inhale. And then on your exhale, stretch it back. Circle it down, forward and up, inhale, and then exhale, thread through, right heel down, left leg straightens. Bend your left knee, inhale, left arm up in that runner's twist. Stretch it back as you exhale, and then over and down through this twist. So you can circle the arm around behind or overhead, but just move the shoulder around a little bit. And then again, I like to lift those toes for that extra little stretch. Good low lunge, right knee down. Inhale, reach your arms. Just one smooth, big breath here. Exhale, take your hands down to the floor and step back into downward facing dog. Bend those knees and hover your knees over the floor. And then pounce forward, plank pose. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Smooth out your breath here. Okay, lift your right leg. Inhale. And then squeeze your knee in. Turn to the sole of your left foot. Awkward side plank. Put your left hand down. Sweep the right leg up. Inhale. Exhale. Wild thing with the right leg hovering behind you. So try not to touch the toes to the floor. Right hand down. Sweep your right leg up. Inhale. Three-leg dog. Exhale. Squeeze your knee through. Step through. Lower your left knee. Inhale. Reach up. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, hands down, and straighten out your right leg for a split, half split. Stretch out over your right leg, and then rebend your right knee. Inhale, sweep back up, low lunge. Exhale, hands down, straighten out your right leg, and stretch out over the right leg in a runner stretch. Inhale, rebend your right knee, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Point those left big toes back, lift your low back up. Exhale, hands down, and half split. Straighten out your right leg, fold. Good, inhale here, bend your right knee. Tuck your left toes, keep your hands on the floor, and then step right back into that bent knee, downward facing dog, hovering the knees. And give your legs a straightening out there. And stretch. Left leg up. Inhale. Squeeze your left knee in. Turn your right heel down. Reach the right arm up to the ceiling. The bottom leg is squeezing in and up. Awkward side plank. Right hand down. And then we're going to take this back up into three-leg dog. And then you're going to turn this over into that wild leg thing. Knee to chest, but turn over to the side. Don't let your left toes touch the floor if you can. And then over to the floor with your left hand. Sweep your left leg back up, three-leg dog. This time you're going to step through. Knee to chest, step the left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, sweep up, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the floor, half split. And then this is Ardha Hanumanasana. So half monkey god pose or runner stretch. Inhale, rebend your left knee. Push down into your left heel. Stretch your right big toes back and inhale, sweep up. Exhale, half split, hands down, hips go back, lift your left toes. And inhale, bend that left knee, reach your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands down, half split. All right, rebend your left knee, plant your palms. Tuck your right toes and go back into your knee bent, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pounce forward, plank pose, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift those sit bones, lift your thigh bones, lengthen your low back. All right. So let's go ahead and pounce forward, forward bend, Uttanasana, exhale, so you can step up or hop up. Bend your knees. Inhale, fierce pose to press to stand, reach up. And then release your arms, Samastitihi, exhale, standing pose. All right, from Samastitihi, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees to forward bend if that takes the pain out of your back. Half lift as you inhale. You can step back left foot and left knee down. And then lift that left leg up, three-leg dog. Curtsy squat, left knee to the outer right foot, and then shoot that left leg up. Squeeze, curtsy squat, bend your right knee, left knee to the outside, and then stretch it back up. Half moon, left hand on the floor, right hand to the ceiling. Land back on your left foot, reverse warrior. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Trikonasana, left hand up to the ceiling. Stretch your left arm overhead and lay back a little bit, and then take that left hand down, side plank, Vasishthasana, turn over into wild thing. So from side plank, flip those hips up, right toes behind you. And then back through side plank into three-leg dog. Lift your right leg up. Squeeze your right knee in and step your right foot forward. Little runner stretch here, and then hop up into a half moon again. So your right leg is on the floor, left leg lifts, press back through your left foot. And then again, bend your right knee, land on your left toes. Inhale, reverse warrior. Straighten your left leg, or your right leg. Exhale, Trikonasana. Stretch your left arm overhead, big inhale, open your chest, roll down to the floor, sweep it over into wild thing. And so you can move through side plank into wild thing to control the movement so it's not jerky. And then back, passing through side plank over to three-leg dog. Lift the right leg. One more time, squeeze your knee into your chest and step forward. Little pounce here, bend the left knee, and then shoot forward into a right leg standing half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Lift the top hip, press into your right leg, bend your right knee, step back on your left foot. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right leg straightens out. Exhale, Trikonasana. Squeeze that right kneecap up. Left arm overhead, big stretch. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, hands down. Turn it over into side plank this time and see if you can grab your right foot or your right knee and take the right leg up to the ceiling. You could also have your left knee on the floor here. And then wild thing, right toes land softly behind. Lift your left hip up, open your heart, open your right arm. Turn back over into three-leg dog, right hand on the floor, right leg lifts. And then here I'm going to do chin stand. Legs can stretch up to the ceiling. You can take one leg on the floor and just leave one leg down as one leg lifts up. Chaturanga into up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. And stretch it out if you need child's pose. If you're still working on chin stand, play with it a little bit longer. You can catch up when you're ready. All right, get back to the top of your mat. Again, you could pounce, hop, step, walk forward. Inhale, bend your knees, reach up and press to straight leg stand as you reach up. So forward, fold back into it with that bent knee. We'll do the second side right away. Unless you need a moment, always feel free to pause the video and take a break. Right foot goes back just for a little bit of a stretch. Little runner's lunge here. And then lift the right leg. And now squeeze the right knee outside of your left knee as you bend your left knee. Curtsy squat, inhale, lengthen out, standing L. Exhale, curtsy squat. Inhale, stretch it out. Open the right hip a little bit more when you do this. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, stretch it out. Half moon here. Now the right hip opens as much as you can without turning the left toes in. Bend your left knee, land on your right big toe. Turn the right heel down. Reverse warrior. Keep the left knee bent. Stretch up and back. Exhale, straighten the left leg, Trikonasana. Try not to hyperextend your left leg, so keep a little knee bend, not even a knee bend, but a left thigh squeeze. Stretch your right arm overhead, open your chest a little bit, and then hands down. Go over through side plank into wild thing. Press the left toes on the floor, outer right foot on the floor, and stretch up. Inhale. Look back down to the floor to see where you're going to go. Left hand comes over, left leg up, three-leg dog. And then squeeze your knee through, step forward, and give your right knee a little bend and pull back, stretch out your left leg, and then just a gentle pounce forward into half moon. So you're not throwing yourself forward. Again, it's that buoyancy. Bend your left knee, land on your right foot. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stretch your left arm up and back. Bend the left knee forward. Exhale, straighten your left leg. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Arm overhead stretch, big inhale. Exhale, hands down. Right hand down, left leg comes behind. Wild thing. Roll over through side plank into wild thing. Feel the shapes that you transition through instead of just skipping from one to the next. Roll back through side plank into three-leg dog. Lift your left leg up. Squeeze your left knee through. Again, give that right knee a little bend, a little pounce, a little stretch, and then up you go. Left hand moves out front of you, under your shoulder. Right hip opens, right leg lifts as high as you can. Lift it up high. Right heel down. Bend the left knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, straighten that left leg. Triangle pose. Right hand up, left hand down. And then the right arm overhead, big stretch. Right hand to the floor. Sweep it on over into side plank. So pull your left foot or left knee up to the ceiling using your left hand. Right hand and right foot, or right hand and right knee on the floor. Push your hips through so they're not popping out behind, and then drop back, wild thing. The hips follow through, lifting up. Look back down to see where you're going to go. Turn it over. Three-leg dog. Lift the left leg. Good. And then again here, I'm going to move into that chin stand. Balancing in chaturanga arms, chin on the floor, just lightly resting. Again, you can use one leg on the floor, one leg in the air. Chaturanga to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, or child's pose. Take a break. We're going to move into a kneeling position anyway, so you might as well come to child's pose and just catch your breath there. Feel your hips get heavy, arms stretch forward so shoulders are flexed. Right. And then come up to seated in a virasana right between your heels. Reach your arms up as you inhale. You can sit on a block if this is too low, coming to the floor. All right, right hand to left thigh, left hand behind twist. Lift your chest. Couple breaths here, and then untwist, inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist the opposite direction. Left hand to right thigh, right hand behind. Twist up with your chest. Another breath, and then inhale, reach up. All right, exhale, come forward, hands and knees. And just round your spine. I moved my knees apart a little bit here so I can roll up into a kneeling position, and then hands can come back. Now let your hips come back as much as they need. Let your hips move back. They don't need to be straight over your knees. And then your feet are flat on the floor. You're not tucking your toes under, so keep those feet pointing back. Good, inhale, then stretch your arms up. Sit back down towards your heels. Hands to heart, just for a moment. Reach your arms up, inhale. Twist to the left, right hand, left thigh, left hand behind. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist to the right, left hand to right thigh, right hand behind. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left again. Inhale, reach, untwist. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, untwist, stretch up. And hands to the floor. Tabletop pose, cat-cow. Stretch out that back. And then I'm going to roll down to the hips. So rolling through the thighs. Upward facing dog. Lift those thighs, lift those knees. Take your feet as wide as your mat, if that helps. And then roll up and back. Wide leg dog, or you can take your feet back in a little closer at this point. Downward facing dog. Separate your feet so it feels good. All right, take your right knee through center as if you were going to do pigeon, but then roll to the side for revolved Janu Shirshasana. Right knee is bent, left leg is out straight. You can take your right arm overhead towards that same side, towards that left foot. And then the right hand comes behind you and pop up to your right knee and take a little modified side plank. Circle your left arm back down and now forward fold over your left leg. Reach your right hand to your left foot and stretch out over your leg. So it's not revolved anymore. And then again, inhale, come up, right hand behind you. Turn those right fingers back to the wall behind you. Pop those hips up. And you can take the left toes down, maybe even lift your left heel. Sit back down behind your right heel. And then again, swim over to that left leg and forward bend. And then again, inhale, unbend. Right hand down behind you. Lift those hips, press down into your right knee. Push your hips forward. Sit back down. This time, exhale, revolve the Janu Shirshasana. So revolved Janu Shirshasana. So twist open, just like you did the first time. All right, untwist and inhale, come back to the top of your mat. Lift the right leg up, 3-leg dog. So your hands are at the top of your mat. Your left foot is back to where you started. Squeeze your knee into your chest. Hold. And then plank, chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, left leg, inhale, lift it up. And kneel in between your hands. Again, like you're going to take pigeon, but you're going to sit down and face the other side of the room. Right leg is out straight, left knee is bent. Revolve the side. It's a side stretch, so revolve the forward fold here. So you're reaching out over your right leg with your right side. Left hand to the floor behind you. Pop those hips up. Again, you can come to the right toe, lift the right heel if you want, or just the right foot flat. Roll back down to your sit bones. Now fold out over your left leg. So left hand reaches for your right foot. And then inhale, come back up to seated, left hand behind you, pop it up into that modified side plank, kind of like a wild thing, kind of a little hodgepodge. Swing out again, forward fold, little hybrid pose there, nothing wrong with that. Blending things together is super cool. And then inhale, lift up out of your forward bend, press up, inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, sit back down and fold again into the revolved Janu Shirshasana. So the right side stretches out over your right leg and left arm up overhead. And then on your inhale, come back up. Come to the top of your mat with your hands. Left leg sweeps back up, 3-leg dog. Squeeze that left knee into your chest, hold plank. Step it back, inhale, plank, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, hands and knees, child's pose. Just a brief moment here in headstand and inversion. So if you prefer shoulder stand or if you prefer legs up in the air or legs up the wall, I'm going to take a couple little core movements here. So I've got headstand, toes are coming in and out, in and out. Do that a few times to play with your headstand. And then the next thing you could do is take your knees bent, feet up and down, heels to butt, and then feet down. So these are all wonderful conditioning core movements for headstand. Good. And then if you're ready to add on, knees to the ceiling, and then knees to chest. Heels stay to the butt or be like towards your glutes. Knees up, knees down. Feel your hips move front to back when you do this. They shouldn't be locked in place. And you'll feel movement on your shoulders as well. There is rotation on those shoulders. Then as you're ready, legs up to the ceiling, push down into your elbows and press those feet up. I'm going to twist to the right. Legs together. You can split your legs apart to twist as well. And then center, and then twist to the left. And then back to center. And pause there. Knees to chest, heels to butt, feet down. Knees to floor, heels. Or butt to heels this time, actually. So sit back, child's pose. And let your arms reach behind you for a brief moment. When you're finished, resting from your headstand, inhale, big sweep up in a kneeling pose, hands to heart. And just sit here and feel your energy in that little mini flow. And bow to you. Bow to all that you hold in your heart here. Nice job. Tell yourself, thank you.